Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Richard Terrell. I go by Kirby Kid, and you are watching a weekly recap for the Mario Maker workshop. We've been doing this workshop for, I guess this is week 11, so 11 weeks straight, studying Mario's level design, creating levels ourselves, collaborating, giving feedback, and doing all other kinds of things that are Mario and game dev related. So, we are coming up pretty much to the end of our second semester, and if you don't know what that means, I'll show you the website and you can get caught up just like that. Boom. Oh, that needs to say 11. 1 second. We are definitely in cancel week 11. And that needs to change. Good. Alright, so we're in week 11. This is the Mario Maker website. You just go to designoriented.net and you'll find the website. All the links are right there on the front page. And as you can see, all of our members of the workshop are here represented with their Miis, and the latest two additions are on the right side. We have Yokoma in the back in the red shirt, and the droopy-eyed individual to the right is L. So, welcome additions. This is a workshop in which we study level design by playing Mario Maker 2, making levels, sharing the levels, and discussing them. You can find out more about the workshop here in our credentials, but ultimately we've been doing this for a while, so if you are interested in catching up or jumping in, the best place to go is right here in the Lesson Hub. You see here, boom, Lesson Hub. And everything is organized into simple lessons. Even this break week, we did some Mario stuff. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The last lesson we did is on the Descartes scale of timing. So we covered timing last week, and last week I kind of left us off on a cliffhanger. I said I don't know if we're going to do a Descartes lesson on adaptation for player skill, and I don't know if we're going to do one on fairness. And since then I've concluded that we have, every time you make a level and any of the other assignments, you really are testing the player's adaptation. Different kinds of adaptation in each cases, but the last 4 assignments in particular, which you can always find out about by clicking on them here. The last 4 assignments were, we were challenged to stress a very specific skill in the Descartes system, and as you can see here, the K stands for knowledge, the D stands for dexterity, R for reflex, and T for timing, and A is adaptation. So we took it one skill at a time. You can read up about the skill here. You can learn about the skill individually from an old stream we did on this channel. You can see how it applies to Mario. You can see the assignments that we did, the instructions for it. If you want to also do the assignments, feel free to do so. Just let us know. We will give you all the feedback you could ever want. And, of course, our weekly recap stream. So every single lesson goes through the same thing. Defining what it is, highlighting it in a few Mario-specific examples, and then showing what the workshop did to learn it even better, right? This is dexterity, and there's our weekly recap for dexterity, and so on and so forth, right? So reflex and timing are now up on the website. You can check those out on your own time. But for the next week, we're going to take it easy and just do a little recapping of what we learned and make sure that we have a really solid understanding of player skill before we move any further. So, let me show you what our spreadsheet looks like. I love spreadsheets. Where is it? Nope. Here. So, everything that we do in the Mario Maker workshop, not there. Where did it go? Here. Boom. Oh. Momochi, can you stop playing Smash Brothers for me? There we go. So everything we do in the workshop, we reflected here in the spreadsheet. That's how we all stay together and keep coordinated. It's got all of our names, all of our maker codes, all of the points that we've earned doing things towards this ultimate goal of making the best Mario levels and understanding game design really deeply. We've been filling out what I call these bingo boards, and for the Descartes skills, every skill breaks down to subfacets, as you can see here. I'll make that a little bigger so you can see it. But every skill breaks down to subfacets, and for a whole week we studied knowledge. For a whole week we studied dexterity, in red. And for a whole week we did reflex, and whole week we did timing. Ooh, wow, this This description was deleted. I deleted it. Let's not do that. So, we've been doing a pretty good job filling out these different cells, and I want to show you what it looks like. So we've been combing Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, New Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers 2, New Super Mario Brothers Wii, New Super Mario Brothers U, Mario Maker Story Mode levels, and our fellow Workshopper levels in order to find examples that accentuate this particular facet of skill, short-term memory, long-term memory, muscle memory, analyzing skills, channels, all so on and so forth. And every time we found an example, we made a level to reflect that particular skill and played around with it. So about 70% complete on both dexterity and knowledge, and we're trailing a little bit on reflex and timing. But you know, this is a marathon, not a race. Anybody who joins the workshop chips away at the same board. As you can see here, we 100%ed bonus bingo, enemy bingo, and power up bingo. So we are pretty good at doing this. I'm not worried about if we'll get to the finish line in time. It's just something that you do gradually, and we all learn in the process. But what's beautiful about this board is it's organized in a very clear structural way. We explore existing game design by studying Mario. We twist it to better understand the concepts, and at the same time, when we play other people's levels, we learn more and more and more about the diversity and the flexibility of level design and the decart system for understanding how player skill works. So without any further delay, I'm going to jump into the game, and we will take a look at some of our latest entries. There's not a lot of entries between this week and last week, so I'll just go from the top, and specifically looking for entries that are for the workshop. Oh, so I think Marcus created this in the time since, let's see, the 27th. Yeah, he uploaded this a few days ago. So damage boost to increase your reaction time, ditch Yoshi for a double jump. So this is a really cool example. Super Mario World engine, let's go. And, okay, so this level in particular tests reflex, and really the reflex test is only at its most potent if it's the first time you've ever seen the level. So if you want to play this level yourself, you should probably not watch in the next few minutes. But here we go. Grab this. You're running along. You use that damage boost to be like, oh no, this blue is cutting off my path. I need to jump for the red, and you only have that much extra time to do so. So here we go. You only had a split second to realize that blue door is there. And then a split second there to realize that the arrow is going to the right and you probably should go to the right. Very fun, very inventive reflexes challenges, but they require damage boosting in order to pull off, and that's kind of like a no-no in Mario design. So it's super good for this exercise. It's super clear for the assignment, but in general, when we think about the levels we might want to make in the future. No! So this is the third example of this setup. This middle setup, well, let's see. This is supposed to represent somewhat randomness, and you're supposed to use the dance. See, the first time the red was blocked, this time the blue was blocked. It's a little bit random depending on how fast you go, and you're really supposed to use your reflexes to decide whether to keep running, no, or to jump. So funny. And I didn't jump off the blue, but I should have jumped. That is super funny. Jump. There we go. Split second, you're like, I think I need to do this versus that. Very cool reflex test. That was a choice reflex in which you jump if it's blue's blocking you, and you stays down if red's blocking you, and jump a little later. So you have a very specific follow-up for each of the different possibilities. So that was really cool. That shows you just a little example of how reflex skills can be tested in a Mario game, but you can kind of get a sense of how elaborate the setup is just to test that, right? And other setups will be a little bit more natural to Mario's standard style level design. So let's check this one out. Okay. Red, blue. Red, blue. Red. That was the easy one. Now you do the same thing with a little bit harder. Red, blue, red. Ah! And you use Yoshi for that double jump to try to get yourself an opportunity to react. Ah, there we go. We'll give it another shot. Red, blue. Red, blue. So I think the trick is to... No! Too much switching! No! No. I'm just gonna take this guy with me. Oh, I just jumped in. Red, blue. Oh, not good. Red, blue. Red, blue. Red. No! That's the part you need to do, is the Yoshi double jump. You failed me. Try it one last time in the most complicated one. Blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. Ah! Yeah, that's just incredibly hard, but very forgiving, so. Yeah, so you can see, even trying to highlight a very specific skill, sometimes it's a lot easier to do in a Mario game, and sometimes you gotta make these elaborate contraptions, right? Ah! Oh well, we out. Mario Maker Workshop Assignment 4 from Yokoma. So Yokoma went on vacation, is now back, and is going through some of the older assignments. So if you recall, let's just beagle this. There we go. If you recall the website and the lesson hub, he's on assignment 4, but that's probably from lesson 5. I know, I wish those numbers were lined up, it'd be a lot less confusing, but let's see. Assignment number 4, the power-up lap. This challenged us to make a level and then make a level to where you get a power-up and you go through the same level again, and that power-up is supposed to change the way you play, and you need to design a level in 2 different distinct possibility layers, just getting us used to understanding why power-ups are so powerful in Mario games. If you see on the site itself, we all made these levels, and I took the time to diagram them all and make level maps, so you can study up on all these really cool levels and examples here. But we're gonna play Yokomas right now. Right here. Okay, Galumba. What's a Galumba? All right. Fine by me. Ah! Ooh. Nice. Oh, fine by me. Better not shoot me in the face. Okay. That's a funny skill, to be able to shoot fireballs directly on the block you want. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then you go to the bottom of the level, the end. It's supposed to kick you into a part in which you acquire the power-up. Looks like, where's the power-up? I guess I've been getting power-ups the whole time. I wasn't supposed to be getting power-ups the whole time. Did that Goomba just skip the ramp entirely? And what's your no checkpoint? Wow. Wow. No, it's pretty easy to just skip all the stuff I was doing. Oh, here's another thing. I guess he wanted to do that. Is this a carry power-up? But you're only supposed to have one power-up, and you're only supposed to get it halfway through the course before it folds in on itself. Oh, you got kicked in the face. I'm not sure what this is all about, but maybe this power-up helps. Things I can shoot and things that I can't. Oh, there it is. What's going on? Ooh, nice. Mini moguls. So here's a cool thing about that shape right there. Back to the website. One of the things we do in the Mario Maker communal spreadsheet is we keep track of all the different gameplay ideas that we have. So here are the gameplay ideas, here are principles that we keep track of for building better levels and specific kind of levels, and here's all the knowledge that we gain from playing the game. So at any point if you discover something that you didn't know before, you kind of look it up and put it at the bottom of the list, and we all get to learn. But it's kind of amazing to think that there are 375 specific things, pieces of knowledge that kind of somewhat surprise even veteran Nintendo / Mario players, but these things are specific to Mario Maker. It just kind of goes to show that even when things look simple, there are probably hundreds of things that you're overlooking and have yet to learn. But anyway, gameplay ideas, and I type in mogul. Manual mogos. Small hills that players can slide down and pop up over. Try to make the trip efficient with only slide downs instead of ups. Reminiscent of Super Mario Run course. This formation that I just played on stream is what we call manual moguls. So when I'm filling out the feedback for this course, which let's see if he put his course in. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so under gameplay ideas, I can type in manual mogos, and that's exactly the kind of thing that he put into his course. And me recognizing it is cool. Him putting it in is cool. And giving the feedback about how it was implemented is always, it's the next step. So we got quite a sophisticated system here. Oh. Okay. I'm dying. Oh, I didn't even see that. That's a lot of junk on the screen. Mini moguls, whee! Oh, why? Why did you do it just then? Nothing. Oh. Oh! Oh! That's so bad. He made a platform where that thing could reverse direction and it's green on green. Very cluttered setup right there. No! Okay. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, that was so close. Now I can just kill. Like, look, it reversed. That's. Man, it's like perfectly tuned to stay in this tiny little box because it's a Galumba, I guess, or a Goombrat. Goombrat. I'm not sure what this level is doing now. It's quite long too. A part of the other part of the assignment, oh nice, was to make very compact levels. Here's where he took the screenshot. It must be the end. Can I pick you up? Nope. Look at this clutter. Where's the gameplay idea? Oh, oh no. Oh no. This is too much, and I'm not gonna be able to jump very crisply out of this water. Okay, that was close. This is so annoying. Why did you do this? Okay, I wasted my one path up, but I can do it again. I can do it again. Oh, come on! This is garbage. What is this junk? I keep falling in the water. Stop trying to kill me. Stop. Oh my goodness, this is so annoying. Oh, so close. Why are you walking that much? I thought I kicked that. Ooh, nice secret. I forgot. Oh, that's annoying. It's so hard to get out of this thing. Does Big Mario stand upright? How was I doing this before? So annoying. So I have to like double tap jump? Can I not even get enough speed? So close. This can crush you if you're not careful. Oh, that lower platform. I don't care about any of this. Okay, that's a lot of junk. I'm out. Oh my gosh, no! What is this level? Oh. I almost got it. Okay, so that was so let me go ahead and show you guys what the feedback form looks like, just based on my experience playing that level. I can say, oh, this was an enemy gauntlet. He got the number wrong. Enemy gauntlet is, well, number 3. Theme, forest, water. Dangers raining from above, kind of a thing. Basic layout, it had lots of skinny platforms, right? Thin platforms and uneven, bumpy, watery floors. Slants, we call them slopes. Slopes generously used. I'm trying to remember anything else. Yeah. And the first half of the level is a lot more traditional. The first half of the level had flat ground and spaced out challenges. Enemies, we have, what are those things called? The Super Mario World Goombas, whatever. Goomba, Goom, Brat, Bullet, Bills, Red, Bullet, Bills, Para enemies, Para, Goom, Brats, large, big Goom Brats. Hey, thanks Firecakes for answering questions. I am running out of screen room. I can't quite keep up with everything. Oh, so yeah, back to this. Power coins. Ooh, oddly used. Some in Q blocks, which is normal, but then others were used vertically, oddly, in between platforms, like a capital I, like this. Power-ups, we had super mushroom and fire flower. Lots of them. There were many power-ups, and many were hidden blocks. So dexterity, swimming out of a tiny hole of water is annoying. Water is annoying. Have to press that button too many times for one jump. It's just a way of just saying speed, dexterity. Knowledge, nothing fancy. Adaptation, lots of dangers. If you have a power up, Fire Mario, or an enemy in hand, you can progress differently. These advantages are likely to you're likely to be lost as you progress. Reflexes. So this game, there was fast enemies from cannon equals raw reflex and dynamic visual acuity. Lots of stuff on the screen basically equals momentary vision and peripheral, is that it? Vision. I should just like look up. Timing, static timers on the bill blasters until you get close, of course, and the slow moving bullet bills created lots of complex timers when matched up with the other level obstacles, like enemies. Fairness, not really. The density of stuff, enemies on the screen is too much. Overstressing peripheral and momentary vision. Power ups helped mitigate the frustration, but that's just too much. Well, we can put that somewhere else. Layers, high platform areas away from water, low versus low areas where the falling enemies like to congregate. Secrets, hidden blocks to give power ups. Also power ups inside. I should spell that without a hyphen. Power ups inside of what they call it, flip blocks, or just blocks. Pacing. That's weird. So like speedrunnable, don't know yet. Development. So what I'll say is the clarity of the challenges was lost in the density. So even simple things like increasing difficulty for pacing is kind of overshadowed, SHADOWED, by the clutter. If you stress the player too much, they can't see the ideas as they go, making for a very different kind of experience. And I'll fill out the rest some other day, or maybe somebody else will. Cool. We played this one on stream. Cool. And we played that one just now. Cool. Poison, blah, 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 cool. So, yeah. That pretty much makes up all the levels that we have from the workshop for our latest set of assignments. I think, well, now we're going to do something kind of cool. I'm going to work on a timing assignment myself, and we're going to jump into some actual Mario games in order to research that. So let's just, oh, not that one. Okay, well, it depends. Is it going to be this one or this Mario, right? So before I do that, I'm going to answer the chat questions. Let's see. Donut box fix almost everything. Maybe lowering the water level would have helped. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the point of the water being like that, right? It's really annoying, and there's so much stuff above. Even if you want to set up like the bottom layer is dangerous and the top layer is not, you didn't need nearly so many things flying around to make that true. One enemy in that annoying water situation is enough. You don't need 5, 6, 7, 8. Momentary confusion. Water can be good, but it's really tricky and slow. It's hard to jump out of. And you can't get a running jump, so you're kind of stuck being much less competent than you're used to being. Water is annoying. Yeah, it's funny. When you're giving feedback, feel free to use your own voice. Try to be as helpful as possible, but also conveying the kinds of things you think and the emotions that you're feeling is all good stuff. So back to the spreadsheet. So let's pretend like I'm doing this assignment, because I'm actually doing this assignment, so we don't really have to pretend. I go over to the knowledge tab. So if you type in like Kirby Kid, you can see I've already done many from the previous assignments, right? Like that. So we go to timing, and there's all these different types of timing. We've discussed this before, so what I'm going to do now is keep this in mind. Boop. Right here. But we're going to play some Mario levels. Anybody in the chat have a preference for what Mario game I should look at? We got the original, Bros 3, Super Mario World. That's really all we got. Yeah, so go ahead and type that in if you have a preference, and I'm going to finish setting up. Cool. I can never get these messages when I'm streaming. Streaming is so hard. Super Mario World, that's cool. We got this. Yes. And here we go. So this is a really fun assignment, because you get to, look back over level maps and study games. I played this game when I was 8 years old. It's a long time ago. Super Mario World level maps. Cool. If anybody wants to play with me online and you have my friend code or whatever, just let me know. I'd gladly watch you guys play while I talk and set up stuff. Otherwise, we're gonna just jump in right now. Yay, Kirby! Let's go, Kirby. Mario. Oh, Yoshi's Island. All right. Let's just turn up that music. I'm gonna get the Twitch chat up. Cool. Well, so if I take an idea from Super Mario World, I'll be working in the Super Mario World theme inside of Mario Maker. So it's kind of similar. Let's just start from the beginning. We're looking for timing challenges right here. Welcome to Dinosaur Island. And the rewind feature is so good. There's so many things I can show you as far as variation of level approaches, much more easily with the rewind than ever before. So left or right? Left is to make the game easier. I just recently read a quote from Miyamoto and how these dotted line blocks are supposed to make the game easier. So if you're having a hard time, you whoa, what is going on? What are these controls? Okay, leave me alone. Man, a naked shell. That's, whoa, okay, whoa. It's cool the dotted line blocks can turn into basically things that have power-ups in it. Not really something you can do in Mario Maker, but still cool. Hooray! Let's go. That's a speaker box. I just thought it was a crazy fruit. Wow. Man, there's a lot of cool stuff that can happen like right off the bat. The signs that you can read. Yeah, these guys aren't in Mario Maker. Dragon Coin. I'm Big Mario. Hey, that's Big Mario that gets a transformation without pausing the game. That's interesting. Yoshi number 2. So timing challenges here. Static, right? They take the same amount of time to pop out and get you. So we could actually just take this right here. Let's go ahead and quickly flip back over to the chart and see what we got. There's timers everywhere, right? But when you see it for yourself and it's really distinct, it's pretty cool to... Oh look, Golem took the slot. I probably shouldn't even be playing Mario World without looking. I'm gonna look for complex. I'm gonna look for internal timing. Huh. Maybe these guys can be internal as well. So let's just reset this little area. I can't, the controls. I know, I didn't switch the stream back over. Hold on, people. There we go. Okay, this mole's annoying. Okay, so we're looking for internal timing. That's a pretty good case of internal timing, because even though it has a tell that the mole is about to come up, it doesn't have like a tell that indicates, like, you know, rapid flashing or something else to indicate now it's about to really come out. So I'm going to use that as internal timing. Let's see. That's pretty interesting. Okay, internal timing. Moles. I just ate your dirt. Ooh, that's so cool. Little things like that are not in Mario Maker. Can I still jump on this guy? Hey! It's funny how I never did this when playing the game originally. Okay, so let's go. Okay. This formation right here, take a mental screenshot. Oops. Oh, can I not take screenshots of this? Oh, the camera moves quite a lot. Just when you hit that threshold? Okay. Stop it. Oh, shoot. Maybe I do this, and then this. Oops, I'm not even hitting the capture button. I'm an idiot. Okay. Oh, I guess I have to hop back over into Mario Maker, but that's cool. That's the whole point. And I should have suspended that, but it was the first level, so who cares? So you can play any Mario game. You can be playing any game, and you think, oh, that was kind of unique. But now that we have the language to talk about game design, we're like, why was that unique? Why was there a distinct feeling slash challenge when you did this as opposed to that? And right now we're recognizing that these moles have some degree of internal timing. So we're gonna start the assignment. Wait. Mario World. Explosion. Y, platforms. One-way semi-solids. This is the wrong theme. And then we're going to go over here. And it was just your basic forest? Yeah. So I think the structure looks something like this. That's kind of hard to read, but we'll change it in a minute. Oh, you can change the style. I didn't even know that. It's still hard to read. Okay, so we hit our home button, go to our screenshots. Did I get it? It's 2 blocks on the left with a 3 block high. And they're both 3 block high, and the next one's a double. And the middle space in between them is 3 blocks high. That's kind of funny. Use that math. And that's 3 blocks in. Okay, I think I did enough internal measurements. So this needs to be, that's 2, this is 3. It was 2 hanging over the edge with 3 hanging inside, 1, 2, 3. This is the same height, but this had this was a 1, 2, 3 with a 1, 2, 3. Am I sure that's 1, 2, 3? It looks a little. This had another 1, 2, 3 on top. 1, 2, 3. And this one was what, equally in as out? Was it like this? No. Oh, it had a 2 in. Yeah. Why does mine look so different? Is that only 2 blocks high? No, Mario's 2 blocks high. No, we'll just, you know, put some ground blocks. Okay, and then we'll do yeah, it's way too high. I guess the semi-solidness of the platform makes it 2 block high. I guess, is that 3 block high? Am I just like kidding myself? 1, 2, 3. Well, I was just kidding myself. Okay, that's fine. And this is a 2 in. But this is right here, so this means this is right. Yoshi, what are you doing? This is a 2 in. Stop it. 1, 2. And this looks much closer to our formation. Cool. Yeah, we just gotta shove some moles on it. Stop it. So these moles probably act differently. Let's hope they don't. They probably do. Do I need a specific kind of dirt for that? Mario Maker. We don't have semi-solid dirt, do we? Well, let's try this. What's happening? Oh. Alright. So they no longer do the this is more of like an external timer, which sucks for us because external was already taken by Firecakes. Garbage. Mario World. I should have picked Bros 3. No, just kidding. Interesting. Well, this idea is ruined. Just drown myself real quick. Cool. We need to find something that's complex or something that has multiple timers going on simultaneously. Will we get to something like that in the first few levels? Maybe. Did it save my position? No. I should have. And I'll do create. Oh. Whoa, what was that? What's happening? You guys saw that, right? What was that? Interesting. Oh, did I just eat an apple and then put it back? Yoshi can't eat two things in the new one. I like those little patches of grass. Get out of my way. That's weird. That button's on the face button. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, fix the controls. There we go. Complex, complex, complex. Tracks, tracks. Let's try this one. Alright. Nice vertical climb inside this level. Neat. Okay. External timing. This is static timing, but we have nothing like this. Oh, that was close. This is actually acceleration deceleration. We have no platforms to do this, but at the top it moves really slow. And then it goes much faster, and then it gets slower and slower and slower. That's pretty cool. No! No! Ah, just kidding. That didn't happen. Just like in Prince of Persia. So, is the stream blinking out for you guys or freaking out? Ah! That didn't. Oh. That didn't happen. Donkey Kong style secret right there. Okay. I wonder if that just means everything is falling apart. Simple little bonus room right there. Static timer with the P switch, but nothing too crazy right there. We can't really manipulate. Well, actually, we. Oh, no! Yoshi's more important! Ah. Yoshi, I should have actually gotten the dropping power because Yoshi would have come back. Sometimes I wish I could make Yoshi run, like, without hurting him. Very simple timers. This is a interesting 1, 2. So that's kind of interesting. If we could make these platforms, this would be an interesting case of complex. Because even though they're both moving on a static timer, the one that changes direction actually creates a more complex rhythm of where you can go and how you can move. Ah! Star block? That's so weird. Mario World has so many weird things. And this is, can you jump from thing to thing? And the arrow tells you to safely go. I think some of the first cave levels do a good job of having tracks, but we can't do a lot of the elements that they have in this game because Mario oftentimes has a lot of unique one-off elements. I hit the wrong buttons. Okay, can't do any of this. How cool, they give you like a little shell to do it with. Sheldon. Oh, okay. And drop that fool. Huh. Gotcha. Yep, those guys are impervious. Interesting. A lot of areas that are too high for Mario to get to. Camera does not follow. Oh. See how the water doesn't... Can I swim in this water? No? Oh, wow. So this is an interesting timer situation. What's happening? Okay. Oh! Yoshi can't even land on that platform? Okay, I'm learning a lot of stuff. Secret. Close. That's interesting. You have to run off that speaker box to potentially get the top of the flagpole, or maybe you need a Yoshi. Cutscene you can actually cancel. So these enemies are coming around and... Ooh. Did that turn some hard block ones into not hard block ones? Whoa! What the heck? Yeah, this game has some weird stuff going on. Including this. I love it. Mario's punches are strong. You didn't know that. This is so cool. Did I hit the one in front? I'm in front! It's interesting how these Koopa don't also de-shell or whatever. Oh, that's interesting. This is what I'm talking about. We can't do stuff like this. We can do stuff like this. I touched it. Not good. I just jumped down a hole. No, I didn't. It's super important that they make a way forward and backwards to get out of that tight situation. Ah! That was neat. Get out of my way. You can't simulate a lot of these battles. Smash Brothers. So as you might expect, the timing challenges start out somewhat simple at first. I think timing challenges are the things that people have the hardest time executing on in an action game, because you can make a really complex timing challenge with seemingly very few inputs and very little effort, right? If you have a button mash section, everybody knows that takes a certain amount of physical dexterity, and if you put something that you didn't know, everyone knows what it's like not to know something and then to know it and then apply it. But timings are pretty subtle. Ah, blackout stream. Ah, I killed him. Hey, he's back. I remember playing this level for like, the first time when I was a kid, and oh, this is what I learned recently. That. Ah! Why? That was a lot. If you use the spin jump in order to ascend, right when you land, all you have to do is touch the ground for like an instant, and then you can fly again. So let's see, and then you like that, and you can keep that going as much as you want. I learned that in Mario Maker 2. I didn't know you could do it in this. So you can even float down, and then right when you want to go, you just hold forward, and if you get just a little bit momentum, a little bit, that means you can actually do this too. Ah, where is it? That. Just fly and fly and fly. Those people, I've never seen anyone do that. Ah! Didn't happen. I didn't scream either. Why doesn't he hurt you on the way up? What's going on? Ah! That didn't happen. Oh, whoa! I didn't know you could do that! Okay, we're labbing this. What the heck? Why is the cape the most complex power-up ever? You know you can do that? I didn't know you could do that. So you do the spiral jump up, and then if you don't want to keep ascending up as rapidly, you let go of it, but then you can keep pumping it as long as you're within that initial window. What the crazy? Come on, chat, tell me if you've ever seen this before. So I'm gonna do this. Hit all the buttons. Can lab that anytime I want now. You guys are dead. That's so cool. I think you can get 3 total lifts if you do it just right. That's crazy! Mario's crazy! And you can even reverse direction and still keep the flight going! Ah! This is too good. I don't know what it's like when you pop off an enemy when... Oh! Whoa! It looks like I couldn't pop off an enemy, but maybe I hit him with the cape. Okay. We don't have any of these enemies, so I probably should get out of here. Ah, there! Woo! And when you have Yoshi, the more fun happens. Whoa! That guy got owned by a frame perfect, whatever that was. What the? I ate you! Oh, I didn't know the cape could knock those away. I don't know a lot. Protect Yoshi. That's a neat one, that if you stay down, they jump. Okay, I can't do this. Oh, come on. Oh, you can't push Yoshi in this game. I just lost Yoshi. Or did I? I'm pretty sure you can jump lower than that in the other Mario. Oh, this is bad. I've never had this happen. Oh, I think I know. The only way I know to get it is a high-speed drift in. Okay. First I'm gonna kill you. Okay, I think I can get that. Using the technique of the ages. No! Okay, I can do it. I can do it. Where's my time? Oh no! Oh, why does it keep clipping it? I'm gonna die. That's too low. Ah, I hate this game. Whatever, Yoshi, you suck. Oh, really? You tested it and you can't cape pump? That's disappointing. But at least you can do the spin thing. Ah. Back to finding timers. Auto scroll level. It's already the one kind of timer. The left and right scrolling along with the enemy in here and the up and down. We're getting to some complex territory, but we can't really simulate that. Let's see if I can do my spin fly. Aww. Haha, sucker! That was cool. Didn't happen. Oh, I got enough speed just by doing that? What's the deal? I didn't think that was really possible in Mario World. I think they took that out of Maker. How did I do? Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Let's see if I can get enough speed doing this. How did I do that? Yeah, you need a lot of runway. Oh, maybe not that much. Oh, that didn't hit? That didn't hit? Oh, shh! Oh! Okay, it's just trying to scare me. Oh, it didn't preserve the moment. Oh, that didn't happen. Well. It's weird that they have this pipe here. Maybe it's a secret. Can we skip the boo house? Nope, we're flying through it. Ha! Did the pump technique, sucker! Back up! Woo! Good. Whatever. I'm out, suckers. Sure. Shoot, messed that one up. Ah, I messed that one up. I'm falling apart. Yeah, so moving platforms like this, can we kind of do this in Mario Maker? Spin the wind! They were just high enough. Freaking jerks. Okay, you wanna play? Nice. Ah, I touched the fuzzy and got dizzy. Okay, so this is a complex timer right here by itself. I don't think we can do this in Mario Maker. But that thing is moving at a different time rate than this thing. So even comprehending when it's good to stand on it and when it isn't, it's not simple. It's complex. They're at different rates. Things moving either at each other or towards each other or with each other at different rates easily creates complex timers. I wish I could make this. Is there any way I can make that? Guys, maybe like a fast blue platform and a normal enemy on a track? We're doing it. We're doing it. Let me just take my screenshot. It's not the best screenshot. Let me just save state this. And then this is just normal stuff. Oh, cool. Getting the power up and having it float down softly while you're spinning is another complex timer. Let's try this. I mean, enemies coming in, me going to the right, that thing moving up and down. Not bad. Adding wings to enemies and platforms will make them move along the track faster. Nice. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Nope. Ah, this is fun. Yep, it played so much better now that I knew it was there. Anyway, back to Mario Maker. Small, ovular platforms. 2 different rate of enemies. We're gonna quickly iterate on this and wrap the stream up. Any questions, guys, in the chat? People I don't hear from throughout the week or new people, just throw a bunch of questions in there. We're gonna be... A lot of these streams are really for you guys, right? Like, the rest of the internet can see these videos and figure out all the things they're missing out on, but you guys are doing this so that we can have a live showcase and a live example and experiment and learn things together. So let's do it. Track. This is the best we can do. It's ovular enough. Wait, I can't just make it just straight ovular, right? We're gonna have to do this. Okay. Let's just... This is probably more like what they had. I was just losing my mind. Okay, we don't have a fuzzy, but we have other things. Do we have any other thing that can travel on it and be clucked by Mario? Maybe this guy? Okay, and that guy was going this way. We need a platform. Lift some coin. Lift of some coin. Snap it. Oh, you go down. And then let's just see what happens. Tap and hold the diagonal track to make it into a... Oh, I've never done that, by the way. Or I've done it on accident, but clearly not adding wings to enemies. Cool. So, well, let's just make a diagonal track. Then you tap and hold, and you go, please do this. Oh, tap and hold. What the? Come on, man. How do I manipulate just that small menu? Oh yeah, you have to let go of the button. I guess I could just make these curved is probably what... Well, they're not diagonal. That's kind of a big shape. We'll fix that later. Wings. Yes! this is a complex timer. This is going to be the normal version. So what we do in the workshop for this assignment is we, what do we, L, erase, stop. So what we do is we find an example, we pluck it out, we recreate it to the best of our abilities, and then we do this multi-grab tool, and we essentially find my cursor, grab it, and we duplicate it 3 times. Here's 1. Let's just put them really close so you can see. 2, not that. I wish it kept your highlight when you undo. Like, what do you think I want to do? I made a mistake. Go back to what it was, anyway. One more over. So you duplicate it 3 times, you leave the middle one as is, so we're going to leave this one. We're going to try to make this one easier. So how do you make a complex timer easier? You can make it a static timer, but that kind of goes against the, the grain. And how's post-launch Remnant doing? It's doing it. People are still playing it, and we just had a update patch last Thursday, so I gotta find that content, but it's random, so I gotta keep trying. So we can make this easier in a bunch of different ways. One, we can make this a mole. Why a mole? Because I hate moles. And then we can give the mole wings, or even, oh, parachute, you can't do it. So now it's the same complexity, but when it's a mole, ouch. First of all, delete you, stop it. Copy this. That. So when it's a mole, you're like, ah, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared, and you kill him. And now it turns into a static timer, but you had to do it yourself. This guy, you cannot kill so easily. This guy's a little harder to deal with. I missed. So that's the normal one. And for the hard one, like, how do we make this a complex timer that's even harder for people to deal with? Well, when you're standing on this thing, buttons please. When you're standing on this thing, you have this huge period. Ah! Wait, is that one's not going in the right direction? There we go. You have this huge period in which you're like, I'm safe, and even if I jump, I'm good, and even if I jump, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. You're like, okay, we can fix that. If we get our cursor. I said before, the fire bars in Mario are almost always put in the same direction. When you put them in opposite directions, you create more difficult timers, and in this case, like that, you die. So like now you kind of have to get out of the way, right? You're like, ah, and then it's coming up from the bottom, you're like, ah, and then it's coming from the bottom again, you're like, ah, and then you jump over here, you're like, ah, and that's much more complex, all with just using the same number of elements. This is why I really like it. You can do a really elegant version, or you can do a really complex version. Like I could have made this a more complex timer by extending the track, adding multiple enemies, or even adding a smaller platform or some other kind of thing, right? And it'd be like, oh, it's so much harder, but this is harder in as precise and as subtle a way as I could possibly make it. And this is huge, right? Like you went to a level and it's this versus this versus this. That's a big deal. So we call a complex timer basically anything that isn't a static timer, and all 3 of these are complex. I wouldn't say it's more complex. What I can say is that the spaces and opportunities to be safe are less, which makes it more difficult, but the complexity is about the same. If you kind of just keep your eyes on it and look, like if Mario wasn't on these, right? If you look at both of those last 2 ones, the middle one and the last one, about the same. You're like, okay, thing moving around, platform moving around. Okay, what is it? But when you're on it, when you're standing on it, the gameplay is different. So even if the degree of skill stress is roughly the same, or even if the setup is roughly the same, the way it stresses your skills can be different, right? Like you can make even a static timer very difficult depending on the context and all these other little factors. So that is an example of the whole assignment number 8, and finding something in a game, thinking about it, recreating it, iterating on it, and focusing on a specific skill. Everyone else in the workshop has been doing this for weeks. You can play all of our levels. All the information is on the spreadsheet, which is public, by the way. Everything we do in the Mario Maker workshop is public, so there's no secrets. Your knowledge is our knowledge. or our knowledge is your knowledge, and hopefully if you join us, your knowledge will then be our knowledge. It's all one big sort of improving community, and that's what we like about it. So I'm going to wrap up this stream. Oops, I need to do this and this. So that pretty much wraps up this stream for this kind of light week for Mario Maker. I think that's everything I wanted to do. Next week we are heading straight into our final semester. It's going to be really exciting. We now have all the fundamental skills. I'll show you in the website. So now we've spent 11 weeks studying gameplay ideas, themes, basic layouts, enemies, coins, power-ups, on all 4 major types of difficulty design with a little bit more application for adaptation and fairness. Now we get into what I consider to be the hard stuff, right? This is the final semester, it's our final stretch, and this is the most complex and difficult part of the entire course, as it should be. Things are getting more difficult as we go along. But we have such a firm base to fall back on. And all the work that we put into all 2,842 comments made by workshop members across our 177 levels, right, just gave us lots of experience and lots of hands-on examples in order to improve our understanding of these design concepts and to see just how far Mario's level design can go. We have a really good idea, but there's still so much more to scratch. There are ideas and executions and implementations that Nintendo will never touch, that other players, other makers will never touch, and you're only going to find here in the Maker Workshop. So I'm super excited for this last one. We are going to be running it as if we are a game development studio. So we are going to as a quick summary, we're going to recognize what abilities that we have, what we do well, what we don't do well. We are going to have spec'd out assignments. You need to make a level like this, it needs to contain this, it needs to have this, and blah blah blah, as strict as we want it to be. Then we need to let people make them as quickly as possible, and anything that you fall short on, you need to pass it along to somebody else who can do it well. It's kind of like the feedback system before, but instead of giving each other words, we're just going to pass the entire level along. We'll find the best way to do that, and I'll work out the logistics in the next week or so. But essentially, we're going to be making some really interesting levels by starting with the concept and then going through the entire sort of principle-based development process and ending on something that's quite polished and something quite interesting. So look forward to that in the next coming week. And for the makers, continue to play everybody's levels. Continue to leave comments. Continue to think about Mario. There's so many interesting things to do. Just pop into the Discord and talk to us, and we'll help you find something. If it's not fun, then stop doing it, really. All this stuff should be fun. All this stuff should pique your interest and should develop skills that hopefully you can see and get some clear feedback on wow, I am improving in Mario. So I'm looking forward to all of it. But until next week, guys, my name is Richard Terrell. This has been Design Oriented's Week 11 recap for the Mario Maker Workshop, and I'll see you guys next time.